Well, it's Peanut again, and I haven't been able to find any old double barrels to work on, so I'm going to be doing some pistol, not really reviews slash opinions. And this one is on probably if you're new to guns and you don't know a lot about handguns, what I think, and I think a lot of people will share my opinion, and if you don't, please leave a comment. The best gun you can buy for the money, hands down. Are there better guns? Yes. Are there cheaper guns? Yes. But at the intersection of affordability and quality is the Smith & Wesson SD9VE. Now, you can choose the 42. That's a good gun too. I got mine outfitted with a light, which I will take off after I safety check it. The mag was loaded, but I do not chamber. I never chamber. I don't mean to point the gun at you. I never chamber around, so it's empty. Okay, and I'm going to take that sight off, or the flashlight off the front. I had the flashlight on the front because this was what I keep on my headboard for midnight prowlers. This gun, aside from being a Smith & Wesson, when have you ever heard anybody say anything bad about a Smith & Wesson? This is probably the cheapest Smith & Wesson you can buy. As far as semi-automatic, I think it probably is the cheapest you can buy. You can buy cheaper, maybe a cheaper revolver, I don't know. But it comes with a stainless steel slide, which a lot of people like, some don't. I did upgrades. I did the Fireside. Oh, I can't remember who made them. The fiber optic night sights. If I had to do it all over again, I think they were $60. I probably wouldn't have done it. I borrowed a sight pusher from my local FFL. If you got a good rapport with them, they will loan you one, or you could just take your gun in and have it put your sights on. I kind of can't really see it. It scratched up my slide a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. This isn't a showpiece. I wound up, the sight pusher didn't work for me anyway, just because of the way that it's rounded and the front serrations. I had to do the tap with the drip pin or the punch set to get them in. The front one was metal. The back one was plastic. I'm not sure if this front one's metal yet or not. I think it's aluminum. The front one is. And the back one's plastic. Anyway, there was one upgrade. You don't need to do that. If I had to do it all over again, I'd have kept my $60 and I'd have bought more ammo. One upgrade I do think you need to do, and it's a pretty easy one, is this takedown lever. Now this is modeled a lot after the Glock. Pull your trigger. You pull this knob down, and the slide comes off. This takedown, I went with, there's one that's just slightly longer and it's made out of metal. It was just easier for me to grip. The plastic one I couldn't grip. The Glock has a better indentation where you can get your fingers on it. This one, on this side, the plastic's kind of high, if you can see what I mean. So I could grip from this side, but I couldn't grip from this side. It was kind of level. The original takedown lever. Now I upgraded this lever. Like I said, it was real easy to do. There's just a little spring in there. You take tension off of it. You see it, it's green. Yep, that's the one. It's green. Just push down on it with a pen and you slide this lever. You slide this whole thing out. You put your new one in and you get it centered up and you take the tension off and you're done. It's real easy. This upgrade was about $10, $11, I think. But that was one I needed to take it down. And that's all there really is to take this thing apart. I didn't upgrade to a stainless steel guide rod. I've never seen a guide rod break. I just don't think it's needed. These guns, I've seen these guns as on the low 300s. Now that's unheard of. I mean, for a Smith & Wesson, low 300s, they come from the factory, at least when I bought, with two stainless steel magazines. Now this one's loaded, but of all the guns I own, this thing loads like there's ball bearings in there. It just, this part here, it just slides in so smooth. Now, of course, since there's a round in there and I got my slide ahead, I had to push it in to snap. Just a little bitty push. I'm going to take it back out, but that is smooth, trust me. It's smoother than the Glock. This gun is my second favorite compared to the Glock. If all I had was this gun, I'd be happy. I'd feel safe. It actually holds more rounds than the Glock. It holds 16 rounds if I can get it focused in there. 16 plus 1. It's always plus 1. I mean, the Glock 19 holds 15 rounds plus 1. I guess we're talking about magazine size. The magazine holds 16 rounds. The Glock 19 only holds 15 rounds. Not a big deal, it's just 1 round. I got mine loaded with, I don't know what they are, but they're hollow points, because this was my nightstand gun. Anyway, really good value. If the Glock doesn't fit your hand, this will. This has a nice grip. It's got good texturing. It's got small triangles on the front. It's just got some wavy, like coarse wood grainish on the sides. And then you're back to the triangles on the back. I can't accidentally hit that magazine release. There's just no way I can accidentally do it. So I actually have to turn the gun to release that. So, you know, might be a decision in, you know, whether you buy it or not. But if you're new to guns, you cannot go wrong for your first gun with an SD9VE. You just can't. It's probably, I think it's actually the best value out there. I think when I bought this, I bought it for $3.50. Like I said, I've seen them for $3.29, brand new. Used, you could get them under $3. Would I buy a used one? Absolutely. It's like a Glock, you know. It's not. They don't really wear, and if they do wear, it's to the good. They break in. They're smoother. This one, this one hasn't had 50 rounds shot through it. Maybe 50 rounds. I didn't really need to upgrade the night sights, but I did, or the fire sights. But it's really good. First pistol. It's light. I don't know how light it is, but it's lighter than the Glock. I should have weighed it before I did the video, but there's lots of videos on it, lots of specs on it, but it's probably the best value, and I'm going to end the video on that. If you don't know much about guns and you're new to them, and you want to buy a good starter pistol, and I hate saying a starter pistol because there's probably a lot of veterans out there that like this gun. It's a good value. If this was the gun I had when shit hit the fan, I wouldn't worry about it, not one bit. I wouldn't sweat it. You know, as long as I had my mags and my ammo, you know. Of course, you want to get a good holster for it, but yeah, good gun, absolutely. If you're going out to buy one or you already own one, you know. And as always, I want to thank you for watching.